Welcome back, aliens. Today we are going to see the difference between count A, count blank, and the count unique functions. In regular Excel work, we may need to count the number of cells with multiple conditions. And so for that, we may use some other functions like if and if else something else. So we don't need to use those function because Excel we are having predefined function called count A, count black, and count. So with this function, you can achieve anything based on the count values. So let's check one by one. Yeah, and here we have three columns: student ID, first name, and phone number. And here, yeah, just specified that definition for that four functions. Count A is used to calculate the number of cells, data cells. Means if a cell is having any empty means empty values, then the cell will not be counted. Whereas in count is used to calculate the number of numeric cell alone, whereas count blank is used to count the blank cells alone. The count unique is used to count the unique cells in that specified range. So let's check one by one. So yeah, so here I am just typing that count A function, and count A function, in that you need to specify that range. If you specify the range, it will return a number of counts available in the specified range. Here I am having that 17 as a result. The range is something like A5 to C10. So total available count is 18, but I am having the result as 17 because the count A will operation will omit that empty values. So whereas count, I am specifying that count here at same range, and if you check that the result I'm having 5. The reason is count is function is used to count the number of numeric cells alone. So here if you check that the numeric cells we are having, that C column only having that numeric cells, whereas we have only 5 counts, but still count function also omitting that empty values. So let's get into that another formula. Count blank is used to calculate the number of blank cells. Here we are having that C6 as a blank cells. Yeah. So whereas a count unique is used to calculate the unique cells. Count unique. And if you check that, you are having 15 as a count, but we are having 18 cells. All the duplicate cells will be omitted. So if we check that, here we have that phone number C7 and C8 are the duplicated one, and whereas the first name Naveen also duplicated, and it's also omitting the blank cells. So finally it is returning that value as a 15 here. Yeah, so let's take a real-time scenario so you will understand it a little bit more. So here I'm having 6 column: serial number, name, degree, job location, completed year, and percentage of marks. So let's check that example one by one. So I'm the first scenario. I just want to fetch the number of students who have completed the degree. So for that I can achieve this with the count A operation, because count A is something like calculate the data whichever the cell is having the data. So assume that if I take that completed year and I'm just having the result as a 15, 13. But the total count of the cells is 15. The E5 and E13 cells are omitted. The reason is it is having the empty values. So total completed students are, so let's type it here. So number of students who have completed that degree, if we check that the result is a 15 scenario with count blank. So now I just want to retrieve the number of students who have not completed that course. Students. So for that I am using that count blank formula, and I'm just taking that same cell value. Here it means. So here out of 15 I have 2 students who have not completed that course, and we'll go for the another example with count unique. So now I just want to uh, know the number of degrees available. Here if you check that, you can see many number of degrees with the duplicated, because that students who have uh, opted the different degrees. So I just want the degree, number of degrees. Sorry. So for that I am using that count unique function. I am selecting the degree column. The result is a 4 because I am having dental engineering, medical and arts. These 4 degrees are only available. And count number of students. For that I am using count with taking that serial number. I have 15. And count we don't need for counting that numeric values, we don't need to use the function itself, because Excel is having the default function something like sum in the taskbar. Here if you check that, the count is a result. Here you can see everything, minimum, max, average. So apart from that duplicate and blanks, for that we must need to go for functions. Hope it helps you. Let's see you with another interesting video.